Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, therefore I apologise in advance if I stumble over my words going forwards, and indeed if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well. If there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it can't be helped, and hopefully it's not too much of an issue for you. Today is yet another Eurovision related video here on my channel, or rather a Junior Eurovision related video here on my channel, because this year's JESC is only about 2 months away, and this is a what we know so far video. I filmed plenty of these over the past few years. I essentially go through the countries that will be taking part, any artists that we know, any national finals that have taken place, and inform you what we know so far. Obviously, this year's Junior Eurovision will be very different from any Junior Eurovision we've had before and may ever have again. This is because of the global pandemic, which has wreaked havoc with pretty much every entertainment event that you can think of over the past year or so. Well, not year, but certainly the past half year. So I've got information in front of me just to make sure I don't forget anything. There will be a lot of rambling, which is nothing new here on my channel. I'm going to get straight into it. Apologies if I miss any important details out. This year's Junior Eurovision is set to take place on the 29th of November. It's usually around that time anyway. Maybe it will be postponed by a week or two, given what might happen with the virus. I don't know, but the 29th of November is the date that has been penciled in, shall we say. It's going to be the 18th edition, and it's going to be in Warsaw, the capital city of Poland. It'll be the second year in a row that Poland hosts. Last year, a fabulous event. This year, it's going to be a lot more stripped back. It's actually the first Junior Eurovision that will be staged in the same country 2 years in a row, and that is because Poland has won the past 2 editions of Junior Eurovision, quite comfortably as well, it has to be said. Now, 13 nations at this moment in time, the 26th of September, 13 nations will participate, all being well. It's the smallest number of participants since 2013. Germany will debut. They've been rumoured for a while, and this is the year that they will take their first steps into the world of Junior Eurovision. But Albania, Australia, Ireland, Italy, North Macedonia, Portugal and Wales have all said no, mainly because of the virus and feeling comfortable about travelling to Poland. All of that sort of business means that they have said no. Now, some of those countries could be announced as participants because this year's contest is going to be pretty much staged remotely. And I've got the information here. This will be the first time that the contest will be held remotely, with each artist performing from a television studio in their country of origin. Now, Australia, obviously the time difference means that maybe they'll just say no if they're asked again. But for other countries, Italy, North Macedonia, they could compete through this method. So we'll see what happens here. To give smoothness and confidence to the competition, the 13 participating broadcasters committed themselves to giving equal conditions to each of the participants, using a similar scenario and the same technical resources. The opening protocol, interval acts and voting will be broadcast live from Warsaw, with the spokespersons giving out the points from each of the participating countries and not from the venue because of the security measures in place. We don't know the hosts yet, although last year's winner Vicky Gabor has said that she would like to host or co-host, so I'm sure she'll be involved at some point. The ATM studio and the Transcolour studio, either both or just one, will be the venues in question, or venue in question, in Warsaw for this year's show. Move the world is the cheesy slogan that the EBU have gone with. Fair enough. I'm not sure this year's Junior Eurovision is really going to move the world, but yeah, that's the slogan they've gone with. It's usually something pretty generic, isn't it? Just like with the grown-up contest as well. Now, Armenia, Belarus, France, Georgia, Germany, Kazakhstan, Malta, the Netherlands, Poland, Russia, Serbia, Spain and Ukraine will be involved, all being well. Hopefully we won't have any withdrawals. The worst thing that could happen is the day before the contest, one of the artists gets the virus and then has to self-isolate. That country will have to withdraw. Whether there will be a penalty fee, I don't really know. I'm sure it's all stated online somewhere and the EBU know what they're doing. But there are so many things that could go wrong with this, but also a lot of things that will hopefully go very right. That's what we're hoping, of course. The show, as it has been in the past many years, will be streamed online, I am sure, on the official Junior Eurovision YouTube channel, and of course if you are in one of these countries it will be on TV too. Now I'm reading an article here that's on eurovoix.com from a few days ago. These are Anthony Granger's words, so credit to him. The Programme Council that oversees TVP's, that's the Polish broadcasting, has stated its opposition to the broadcaster's involvement in Junior Eurovision. Eska.pl reports that the Programme Council of TVP has expressed its wish for the Polish public broadcaster to stop its involvement with the Junior Eurovision Song Contest, citing Article 18 of the Radio and Television Act, which focuses on the impact of programs that threaten the physical, mental or moral development of minors. The Council states that TVP should create its own programme promoting the artistic activity of children and youth in a manner consistent with the provisions of the Radio and Television Act. Had no issue last year in Poland though, so I'm not sure what the problem is this time around. Maybe the pandemic? I don't know. The Vice President of the Council said in an interview, "We want to discuss this with the management of television. It seems to us that this formula treats children objectively and has little to do with the mission to raise culture. One may wonder if it is in some way inconsistent with the Broadcasting Act. It seems to us a dangerous direction. As a result, the Programme Council wants TVP not to host this year's event, despite the contest being just over 2 months away. The TVP Programme Council is only an advisory board and does not have the ability to stop TVP from hosting the contest or participating in future contests." So a little bit of news there, certainly some controversy. However, I think it's all died down within the past few days. There is another article here on the same website that I will just briefly go through. These are the words of Anthony Granger again here, I believe, yes. TVP has issued a statement. Telewizja Polska SA informs that the Junior Eurovision Song Contest takes place in accordance with the principles expressed in the Junior Eurovision Code of Ethics document, which is online. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, there's really not much else to say about that. The contest looks as though it's going to go ahead, and if they're sticking with the ethics, fair enough. So, moving on. Armenia, don't know any details yet. National final, I doubt. Internal selection, likely. But I have absolutely no idea what's happening there. Belarus, I don't know if they're having a national final or not. Will they compete? Who knows? Because there is a lot of political unrest at the moment in Belarus. I don't know too much about it, but it is on the news here in the UK. Val, who would have represented Belarus in the grown-up contest this year in Rotterdam had it gone ahead, will not be back in 2021, and I know that they have been quite vocal politically online over the past few weeks. As for France, they're announcing their artist this month. They're running out of time, there's only a few days left. I'm very interested to see what they do because they've come close to winning since their return. Georgia have a national final selection known as Ranina. I don't really know too much about it, I haven't been following it at all. The youngest person involved is 8 years old, Gio Gogiashvili. There's a few artists who are 12, Leila Kveniashvili, Veronika Shamurgia and Nia Kinchikashvili, plus several others. There's a jury, various performances. Like I said, I don't know too much about it. Germany's debut is Stronger With You by Susan. Now, I have a video here, and these are short snippets of the songs that we know so far. It was uploaded a short while ago by ESC Claire, so credit to her, and this video is purely to remind me of the songs. I have heard all of them, I should say that. Now, Germany's song, Stronger With You, let me just remind myself of it. Yeah, it's fairly uplifting, but it's also perhaps a little bit disappointing. There's nothing about this that really stands out too much. Germany are playing it safe. Certainly that is no bad thing. Their national selection was known as Dein Song für Vorschau. Susan is from Berlin, apparently. She's 13. Her birthday is the day after this year's Junior Eurovision, so if she won, it would be a nice birthday present, perhaps. The other song involved, because there were only 2, was called See You Later. That was more up-tempo. This song, though, Stronger With You by Susan, it doesn't really build up to much, but it probably is the strongest song that we have so far. Let me know your thoughts on that. I'm not going to talk about the vocals because these are young musicians, and I think it would be very harsh if I sat here and said, oh, they sound terrible, blah, blah, blah. That I think would be quite wrong of me. So, yeah, this song, it's fine, but it's very safe. And given that every artist is performing from a studio in their own country this year, it will be very interesting to see how they stage it, how the vocals will sound. All of that business remains to be seen. However, I think Germany might do very well with this, if not win. We shall soon see. Anyway, that's enough about Germany. Kazakhstan's national final was tonight, the 26th of September, as I'm recording this. The winner was Karakat Bashanova with Forever. Now, in the public half of the results, Karakat was a distant third, but she won the jury vote. And she won by less than 1% overall. Ayim Mukitanova with Celebrate was second, and Tiubek Akerin with Winner was third. So not the winner, as a matter of fact. There were 12 songs involved. Karakat performed 11th. Now this is a ballad, and a very nice ballad, quite musical theatre. She's wearing a sort of silvery cape outfit here. Orange/gold lighting, some pyrotechnics, smoke machine. Great vocals, quite passionate delivery. Yeah, I only listened to this in full about half an hour ago. So I'm just reminding myself, really trying to understand the song. Yeah, it's really not that original. Takes a while to get going, but it is quite pleasant. And in what could be, I do apologise, in what could be quite a weak year overall, this song might just win. You never know. So yes, Karakat Bashanova will represent Kazakhstan with a song in Kazakh and English. Now Malta, I am going to have to watch a video for this. Their national selection is going to take place quite soon. The specific day, 26th of September. Well, that's today. The online vote has opened as I'm talking right now. The winner will be revealed after the voting closes, but I don't know when it will close. Anyway, there are 12 songs involved. There is a video I'm going to take a look at. It has been uploaded by Junior Eurovision, who I've mentioned before on this channel. I'm actually going to click off that one and do this one. I thought the selection was pretty strong myself, but I'm going to remind myself of these songs, so do bear with me. If the quality's not that great, I do apologise as well. I'm going to give you my very brief thoughts. So Annika Sherry with Moving is the first song here. Female. I mean, it's very plain. There's Michaela Patch, represented her country last year in the grown-up contest. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about the video too much because there's really not a lot happening. It's the songs that matter. That wasn't that amazing. Next up is Replay by Michela Caruana. This is quite a bouncy tune, but I'm not a fan. Need to listen to the whole thing. I've only listened to maybe half of these songs. Or what I mean to say is I've only listened to all of these songs and half of them. Next up is Only Live Once by Zaira Mifsud and Xenia Samut. Two women in yellow and black. This is quite sassy, but repetitive. I don't think this is the right choice. Next up is Chanel Monseigneur, that's a hell of a name, Chasing Sunsets, this one. Good singer. Yeah. Not bad, but there's definitely better here. There's one song that I really thought was very good and could win the whole thing. I'll mention it when I get to it, of course. Next up... Yes. Next up is Maria Sefai, apologies, with Change the Silence. This is quite a dark, ominous sort of tune. Yeah, very sassy. But this is not the best choice. Next up is The Child from Inside. Now, this is quite unique. It might win. The performer is Michael Bartolo-Chirkop. There's a woman playing the drums. A girl playing the drums. Yeah. There's a sort of ethnic sound to this. But I'm not sure that's the best choice either. I can see it winning. Very different. Next up is Modern Day Cinderella, and this is by Emma Kutajar. Yeah, this is pure pop. Yeah, this is not bad. Next up is Isaac Tom with Beside Me. Now this is just the sort of song that I never really like in Junior Eurovision. It's a sort of bland, slight R&B sort of thing. I'm not a big fan of these. Not a bad singer. 4 left. Next up is Leah Cauchi. Now, I don't know if that person is related to Gaia Cauchi, who won for Malta a few years ago. I doubt it. Angli, sorry, is the name of the song. This is quite uplifting. So many good singers in Malta, really. But this one is Anywhere by Leah Mifsud, indeed. Yeah, I'll be honest here, and I said I wasn't going to critique the vocals, but I think this song is fine, but somebody else performing it would make it even better, perhaps. It's very cute. Right, this is the one that I think, if Malta choose it, they might win this year's Junior Eurovision Song Contest. It's called Made of Stars, and Kaya Guda Surmi, or Churmi, performs it. It's a ballad. Stirring, grand stuff. This is great. Great. And number 1 in this list is Yulan Law and Gianluca Cilia with Deck of Cards. Now, Gianluca represented his country back in 2017. And I thought there was a rule way back when that you could only represent your country once in Junior Eurovision, but Ekaterina Ryabova, I think her name is, Katya Ryabova, represented Russia twice, Lerica represented Moldovan Russia, but I thought there was a rule in the early years of the contest that you could only do Junior Eurovision once. So Gianluca could join that rare small club of somebody who has represented his country or been at Junior Eurovision on 2 occasions. This song's Deck of Cards. I bet they choose this. It's not bad. It's not bad. But Made of Stars was better. Let me know your thoughts on that. Sorry if this video is a little bit dull. But anyway, I'm going to crack on with it. Do bear with me. That was Malta, and we'll know who's representing Malta in due course. The Netherlands national final was at the Ahoy in Rotterdam this evening. Robin had to withdraw, so we had Jackie and Janae, T-Square and Unity. And the kids' jury had this song second. The jury had it first. The public had it first. So winning by 4 points is the all-girl group Unity with Best Friends. Now it's 4 girls, although 1 was absent, I think because they've actually got the virus, which is a great shame. I could be wrong though. This is the best song so far. It's typical Netherlands at the Junior Eurovision Song Contest. I feel as though they have quite a distinct, notable sound every year. Of course, Only the Netherlands and Belarus have competed in every edition so far. This is fun. I did see the national final performance a little while ago. It wasn't bad. Yeah, I mean, if I was 10 years old, I'd be absolutely obsessed with it probably. But now I'm 27, not quite as much. It's a good song. I think it is the strongest one so far. The Netherlands is pretty much my favourite country in Junior Eurovision. My personal winner several times. So yeah, that's the Netherlands. What else is there to say? All-girl group, and it's a good song. Poland. They will announce their act and song tomorrow. Szansa na Sukces is the name of their national selection. It will be Lena Marzec, Agata Serwin, or Ala Trach. Now, I don't know much about any of those musicians. There will be a jury, Vicky Gabor, Cleo, and David Kwiatkowski, and I'm sure that Poland will have a very strong song once again. Their national final has been running for several weeks. Russia, their national final was on the 25th of September, so yesterday, at the time of recording this. The pre-national final favourite was a guy called Rutger Garecht. And I thought he'd won the national final because his name was all over the internet when I was checking news last night. But actually, Sofia Feskova will represent Russia with Moi Novy Den, or My New Day. So I'm just going to take a look here. I actually don't mind this song at all. Again, quite uplifting. And Sofia's not a bad singer at all. But I feel as though Russia have sent this song many times before. You know? It's not bad, but it's not brilliant. Saying that, it's probably my number 3 at the moment. Certainly, it's not my least favourite. As for Serbia, Petar Anicic with Heartbeats. That's the name of the song and the artist. The song hasn't been revealed yet, but apparently, according to this, he's 13 or 14 years old. The song, yeah, it's called Heartbeat. What else is there to say? I do apologise, I'm really rambling. Spain have Solea, and the song, we don't know it yet, but she's 9 years old. She's from Seville. And if it's anything like last year's Spanish entry, it will be quality. As for Ukraine, I'm not going to go through all of the songs that were involved in their national selection. Daniela Shapochnikova was 3rd, Ellen was 2nd, but the winner is Alexander Balabanov with Vid Krive. And this song was it was 4th in the online voting, well behind Daniela Shapochnikova, who won very comfortably the online vote, but the jury ensured that it was Alexander who came out on top. This song, male musician, the music video is him in a room with all of these dangling sort of cut-out diamond shapes, I think it is, dangling from the ceiling. This song, there's a sort of classic, grand, timeless quality to it. I'm not a huge fan of it at all. It doesn't really go anywhere. But I suppose it's not that bad. I need to listen to it again. Let me just take a look here. Yeah, there he is. Silver diamonds, silver shapes. Flashing lights. It's got quite a high-pitched voice, which might be off-putting to some. I don't mind it, but I certainly don't think this was the best choice. Ukraine, I don't think, will be winning at all. That's what we know so far. I do apologise. This video has been a right old ramble, and I've repeated myself and made mistakes. But anyway, that's what we know so far. My winner at the moment is the Netherlands, and I think it will take some beating. Malta have a potential JESC 2020 winner in their midst, but will they pick it? I doubt it. Gianluca's right there, and he's quite popular. Germany's debut is very safe, but might do very well. Kazakhstan also might do very well. It's certainly a fine ballad. Russia perhaps a little bit disappointing in the eyes of many, and Ukraine, I can't see them doing terribly well at all, but we shall see. This November, there will be, all being well, a Junior Eurovision unlike anything we've had before. I'm not massively excited about it, mainly because of my age, but also because things are so different this year. We'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts, and until next time, when I will probably be talking about Junior Eurovision again, thank you very much for watching and sticking with this rather messy video. I think that's all there is to say. Until next time, bye for now. Take care of yourselves.